Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Hammerhead Sports Productions. I am here with a colleague of mine, A-Train, as he likes to be called. He currently plays for the Granite State Destroyers, and he's here doing an interview with me to share the world of semi-pro football and stuff. Thank you again for doing this, Anthony.
No problem, man. Anytime.
So I guess my first question is, how long have you been playing in the semi-pro field?
In semi-pro since 2010.
And it's just been straight running back, or have you played anything else?
I've played corner also, but running back and kick return every year. When I first started a few years, it was the Granite State Knights instead of the Destroyers. Had to play both sides a little bit. And for the Timberwolves and the Wolfpack, I had to play both sides a little bit, but mostly running back and kick return.
You've only played for the Destroyers, or have you played for other teams?
I played for the New Hampshire Wolfpack when they were around. I played for the Timberwolves, which was a AA team from the Wolfpack. I played in Oklahoma semi-pro also with the Oklahoma City Elite. I played with the Oklahoma Bandits and the Oklahoma Thunder, and that's pretty much it for semi-pro teams that I've played for.
How many of them have? Oh, you good?
Oh yeah. My bad. He brought me.
How many teams have survived, I guess, that you've played for?
I'd have to say, well, the Knights turned into the Destroyers, so that was the first team I ever played for. And now they're Destroyers, so that's one. And then in Oklahoma, the Oklahoma Thunders in the Gridiron Football League, they're still around. But besides that, I'm pretty sure all the teams that I played for have split up, honestly.
What's it been like, I guess, in terms of how it works? Has it been, is it easy to be able to find these teams and sign up for them and just get all that meeting stuff done?
Well, if you're actually looking for it, it's easy. And also if you're a good player, they contact you, so it's pretty easy that way too. But the meetings are simple. You just go, they tell you everything. They tell you what you're paying for, what your money's going to, and that's good. And then most team owners are pretty good with people, and they're nice, get along with everyone. So it hasn't been too bad, all the different experiences I've had.
How has it evolved from 2010 from thankfully you have a good sample size. How has it evolved from 2010 to now in terms of either media, a personnel structure, team, how the teams function, and I guess how you as the players, conduct yourselves? Is it how has it changed?
I'd have to say it was a little more not as strict, I'd have to say, when I first started. And also the it's a different league now, so all the leagues have different rules, so it's changed quite a bit because I started in I think it was the EFL, which was the Eastern Football League, and then I moved to the NEFL, which is the New England Football League, and then out in Oklahoma I was in the Extreme Football League and the Central Football League, which is the CFL. So, and then the Gridiron Football League. So every league is similar but completely different, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand.
I have to say the evolution would be the fields get better, the facilities get better. Usually, when the team stays, they find better places to play and practice and stuff like that. So, and then like any other football, you grow with the experience. So the evolution of semi-pro hasn't changed much, I'd have to say, but the media coverage has, because now we have more social media and streaming stuff. So now you can just stay home and watch the games on Facebook if you want. You couldn't do that before.
What about, well, and then I guess you can say me, because here we are doing an interview and everything.
Yeah.
have you felt that it's a good thing now that the league's somewhat getting more exposure and stuff?
Yes, I think it is for the people that are using this as a stepping stone because some people didn't weren't fortunate enough to play in college, so they came to a semi-pro and still want to get to the next level, you know. So the fact that it's being covered and covered more by guys like you that want to do interviews and stuff like that and get it more well known, that's a great thing.
So I guess now shifting towards more Granite State questions, I guess what with how this prior season, what was it like? What was the season like that we had, and how and what how do you think next season will go? Like what those two things are my next question.
I think this season was pretty good. It could have been better, obviously, because we got knocked out in the semifinals. But regular season, personally, I think could have been a lot better because I think we lost what 3 games, which were games that we could have won, but it was mental mistakes and a lot of play calling that was could have been better. You know what I mean? But I think that last year we came out good. You know what I mean? And then I feel like this year we're gonna take it up another notch.
And I definitely agree. I definitely agree with some of it. The I will say this: the way that the Connecticut game was handled, I think, was not the greatest for those. Like, I don't want to like. I won't. I guess my question is like, it could have been communicated that the game could still happen before they told us it wasn't going to happen.
Yes, exactly. That was I think that was a big mistake on the league themselves because we were expecting to play at a certain time, and then close to that time, when we're about to leave New Hampshire, they're like, "Oh, the game's not going to happen." So
Yeah,
then
and
that's
I was all the way. I was like past Manchester. I don't know how far up I was because I was driving two of our guys. I was driving Rico and Dante, and I got Dante, and then they freaking text us right before I got on the highway. I'm like, oh, the game's not happening, and so it's like I dropped Dante back off, and I got back on the highway. Then Rico texts me that the freaking game's back on. I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
yeah, that was a big mishap because that made it so that some of our players didn't come because of the whole
I know
situation.
that's what I I know. Again, I know other players are probably going to watch this, but if we had our whole team there, we would have won.
Um, it depends. It depends. We probably it would have been. I mean, it was close because it was only one score game. So I feel like it could have been a different a different outcome, but I don't want to say it's because we didn't have some players. You know what I mean?
True. It just that's my only gripe. And I guess so. Yeah, I hope I am back, Nick, because I would love to cover you guys again and everything because I'm still learning more stuff about the ECFL coming over from the NEFL and stuff.
Mhm.
So I hope I get to continue that work.
I'm sure you're
Yeah.
we'll welcome you to come back if you would like.
Oh, I want to very badly. I'm in contact with certain people about that option, and on the other end, it seems very mutual. My last couple of questions are: by any chance, there's maybe a stigma that the semi-pro field maybe deals with in terms of either its reputation or the people that play for it?
Well, it doesn't get recognized by like professional like scouts and stuff like that. They don't consider it something to look at because just because of how it is, you know, how sometimes teams drop out, people just leave, get kicked off teams, and a lot of fighting, and sometimes. But I will say that this season there was not much of the fighting and bullshit that has been in the past few years that I've seen. So it's getting better with that, but it's hard for people to go from semi-pro to the next level because they don't really consider it something to look at for someone trying to get to the next level. You know.
Well, let's see. Do I have any well, do you have any questions that you want to bring to the forefront that you like stuff like anything that you'd like to get out there?
I mean, no, not really. I just show up and I play because I love the sport. This is football is my life. I've been playing since I was 6 years old and haven't gone a year without playing since. Now I'm 32, so it's been a long time, and I've been graced with pretty good skills. So I'm just here to have fun.
Hmm. So I guess that more or less wraps it up. I wish you very well on next season, and I hope you have a great season. I hope I'm back. Yeah, I mean, even if I'm not, I'm still gonna record the games, whichever ones I can go to,
Yeah,
just for my own sake.
yeah.
Um, well, all right. Hope you, ladies and gentlemen, enjoyed. See you next time.